Hello guys, it's Cajun Cookies and we're back on Crafting with Cajun. So right now we're in an area that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm in a cave. And this is my skeleton XP farm that I've been using. And let me just turn down my sound a bit. And yeah, we're going to start today with an enchantment on this new pickaxe I made. Ah, that's not very great. And I've also enchanted this bow, but I did that a while back, because I've recently got enough bookshelves from my new sugarcane farm and the cow farm that we made last time. So yeah, we're gonna go, first priority right now is to move our portals around, because when I go through here, I'm back at our original portal, which I'm gonna tear down right now, which might take a while because this pickaxe is stupid and it didn't get efficiency, which is disappointing. But I'm just gonna break it that much. Oh, there's still some glowstone lying around. I broke some glowstone earlier, like up in the sky, and there's just random pieces everywhere. Alright, and I made this giant tube that goes all the way to the roof of the nether, because I want my portals to be up there, but when I want to come down here I can use the ladder or whatever. Because the nether sucks, quite frankly. I don't want to have tubes going through this crap area. Because you can't go through much walls in this area that I'm in, because there's lava lakes everywhere. So instead I'm going to have my portals up in the ceiling. Because if you have all your portals in the ceiling it doesn't affect anything, but say you're on a server and then some people have theirs on the correct Y letter, or Y number I mean, but then yours is in the sky, then it messes it up. So luckily on single player I can control whether or not they're in the sky, so they're all going to be. Yeah. So right now this is being quite boring. But I have to go all the way up this tube with the ladders, and I've died a few times on this world now. Last episode I didn't die at all, but then my first death was from a creeper. I went into the nether, and then there was a creeper standing right out my portal. And then he blew up and I died. So that was disappointing. And then there was also my second death, which was... Okay, my second and third death were both by cave spiders, because they were just so evil, and I was starving so I couldn't heal. Because I didn't bring that much food when I went, which is stupid. And then I think my two most recent ones have been from falling to death. Because the fourth death was from falling down this tube that I'm right next to. And that's actually was on purpose, because I couldn't go down. Because my pick broke, so I couldn't continue up there anyway. So yeah. And then the most recently was falling down the hole that I had toward my skeleton spawner there, which I'm gonna have to fill in at some point. That's why I'm making this portal to go there. That way I don't have to go down the hole like I died to. So I've done quite a bit of off-camera work. I'm gonna show you my sugarcane farm pretty soon too. I pretty much just did it a basic way. I don't have very much redstone contraptions yet, because that stuff is more late in the series. As of right now, I think the only redstone thing I have is that light switch that I have in my skeleton spawner, which I have to make one for the zombie one. Even though I don't think I'm going to be using the zombie one very much, I just wanted to have one. And I could make a cave spider spawner too pretty soon. Alright. So this is the roof of the nether area. I think I'm actually going to take this down a couple. And I'm going to kind of have my nether hub set up the center part, like Exego Crafts, how there's the portals going around and then a ladder to go down in the middle. So I'm going to make the portal right here. I miss my old pick already, except for this one has fortune, so that's one upside to it. I'm just gonna start off with one though. Alright. Now if we hop on through here, hopefully it takes us to our spawn. Yes, it does. And yeah, I made our portal here because creepers and zombies kept walking into that one down there. So I moved it here and I made it 3 wide because I felt like it's more symmetrical. And I guess while we're here I'll show you this stuff, and then we'll go sync the skeleton spawner portal. So here's some stuff that I've gotten recently. Got name tags and more saddles and stuff. In here there's not too much special, I don't think. I've already harvested my cows once. I haven't bred them very much since. I planted some melons and pumpkins, and I have this gigantic field of sugarcane here. Let me just give you a walk around it, and it's like, and there's carpet on top of every single water. There's at least a stack of like water, or carpets I guess, since, and yeah, I really like this farm. I'll show you the chest that I have for it here. And I've already made a stack, or 3 stacks of paper recently for making bookshelves. And my sheep farm is pretty packed, and my cow farm is lacking because I haven't used it in a while. Oh, because the last time I used it, I harvested it. Alright. And yeah, here's my chest for the wool. There's not too much. Actually, let me just show you guys my chest situation down here, which is more valuables. So I only have 1 diamond at this point. 50 blocks of iron, which is quite a lot. And then redstone, and some gold and everything. So yeah, that's how that chest is going. And yeah, I have the ladder here now, just for making it easier to get up rather than these stairs, which were weird. And so I just took down a stair off like every layer, and yeah, just go straight up here. So now let's go sync that other portal, because that's pretty important. And I wrote down the coordinates that I have to put it at. So it should be pretty easy. We just gotta dig to the spot. Hopefully this will take us right back. I wouldn't see it doing otherwise. Okay, good. Now what direction is the other one? So I'd have to go this way. Okay, that's the wrong way. Not there. It would be this way. This shouldn't take long though, it's only like 20 blocks or so this way. It's at negative 24Z, so we're almost there. I wish that this was at least efficiency 2. Whoa. We're like right on the roof. Hopefully that doesn't give us any problems. If it does, then I'll just move everything up by like a block or 2. But that shouldn't be too much effort. Alright, so right here, I'm just going to put in a normal sized portal first. Alright. Now this will supposed to take us to the skeleton place. Alright. Perfect. And now the last test will be if it takes us back. And right here, this is where the redstone is. This redstone just goes like under the stairs and up here, and then I've inverted it twice. So yeah, then that connects to all of them. And there's this hole right here that goes all the way to the surface, because that's how I got down here before and I died from it. Alright. So, for the rest of this episode, I'm firstly gonna go investigate how to make villager breeders, but that's gonna be something for me to do for a while. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it, and where I have to put it or whatever. I'm still a bit confused about that kind of stuff because I've never done it. At least this is a pretty quick walk to both of them. And then I'm gonna have to go gather more obsidian, and actually, for a while I'm probably gonna also go strip mining with Fortune 2, hopefully get some diamonds and make some better pickaxes to enchant. Because this one's pretty awful. Not impressed. And I don't really want all this netherrack on me. But I'll just see you guys in a second, and hopefully we'll start making a villager breeder, and I'm also going to have to figure out where my spawn chunks are. I don't really know how big the spawn chunks are. That's another thing I'm going to have to investigate. This episode's going to be quite a bit of work for me to learn to do stuff. So this one might be a few days in the making. Hopefully it'll be out at least a week since the last one. I'm pretty sure at the date that it is right now, it's been 5 days since the last episode, so if I can finish this today, that'd be great, and then I could render it overnight, and it'd be out tomorrow or the next day. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I come back and hopefully start making villager breeder or something along those lines. And I'm probably going to have to tear down all these wooden doors. So I'll see you then. Alright, so I'm back after quite a few days, and I just recently learned how to do the spawn chunks, and I think that's what I'm going to focus the rest of this episode on. And I've done quite a bit since the last cut. Not really much of which I said. So I replaced my door with a fence gate because I want to be prepared to, what's the word? Whatever. For when I make an iron golem farm, I don't want any doors anywhere. So I took down everything almost. I only kept the buildings that still had villagers in them, which are these 3. Hopefully all of them are still here. I think the last time I counted there was like 7. Or 8. I think there was 8 actually. And there's 3 in there. And yeah, so I kept those ones just for when I have to take them out, I guess. And I took down all the farms. I tried to terraform the land so it doesn't look all choppy. I took out all the paths. Have my sheeps everywhere still. And my cows. I made this wheat farm that I made on ExegoCraft. I actually kind of like this farm. It's pretty good. And yeah, I did that just because I took out every other farm. Still have this giant wheat farm. Then over here is the center of our spawn chunks, which I determined using a video. And I'll link it in the description. It was actually a really good video. And the guy explained it really well. So props to the guy, I forgot the name. I think it was like Drank is Dank or something. I think so. But anyways, we're gonna move on to I'm planning on putting a border around the entire spawn chunk, just so I know where I can build stuff that will always be loaded, which would be useful for future stuff like iron golem farms, sugarcane farms and stuff. So I'd have to plan out a giant ring around here, like around my entire area. And yeah, I'm going to do it out of fences, and then I'm going to have to torch up the entire area inside it. And then I won't have to deal with mobs, which would be great, actually. And I always love tearing down villages because you get so much useful stuff. Oh, one other thing I have to do. I feel like making some brewing stands, and I didn't want to do this off camera because I felt like... Oh, that's gravel. Oops. I feel like making these are kind of important for the series because we went out and killed the blazes even though my recording got cut short during that time. Yeah, I just wanted to make these on camera. Oh, and I've gotten my 6th death, and that's only because... what's the word I'm looking for? So I killed myself to try to find my spawn block because I thought that was important, but it turns out it wasn't. Because all you really need to find that area is a compass and a lot of blocks. And speaking of which, I have to watch a little bit of that video to figure out how much blocks I need to find where the border of it is. So I think I'll be right back, and then we'll start planning out the border, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back, and I've learned that you need a stack and a half to, like, a stack and a half away. I'm doing this weird. You have to go a stack and a half away from the spot, and that's the edge of your spawn chunks. I was losing all my words just there. Alright. So that's what we shall do now. And while we do this, I wanted to talk about, well, firstly, I wanted to think of how I'm going to do the Ender Dragon. Because, well, not how to do it, but the stronghold. So I have a kind of, I really dislike finding strongholds. And, yeah, so I was thinking of doing it as going in Admist to find it, because I am, well, after like the first 3 times you find a stronghold, every other time just kind of tedious. It's like, oh, I gotta go out and find it. Oh, it's a hassle. Just gonna do it like this. I think that, yeah, that works, whatever. Yeah, so after the first, this is confusing me. Whatever. So after the first like 2 or 3 times finding strongholds, it's just kind of the same thing again, and every time I do it I always don't bring enough, so then when I get there I can't even fight the dragon. I've had that predicament a few times. And so I decided I think I'm just going to use Admist. It's kind of cheating, but it's cheating that I'm okay with. Like, I'm obviously not going to like hack in the Ender, Eyes of Ender. So it's not like I'm cheating really badly. And in my eyes it isn't really cheating, so... And it's my series, so might as well do it since I can. And I'd rather. So yeah, I'm gonna probably find it off camera though, just using Admist, and I've already been in Admist for this world now. And there's also a mesa, which is not so far. And one of the things I do want to find that's quite far is the... What's it called? Ice spikes. I've still never been in one of those. And I'm gonna obviously go through the nether for most of these things, because I don't like traveling on ground. Because it's longer. And, well, mainly because it's slower and longer to do. Yeah, this is also kind of a pain. And yeah, that's one of the main things I wanted to discuss is the stronghold. Oh god, this has just become way more difficult going into a forest. I'm just losing my words because I'm focusing. Sorry. Let me just go around here. Alright. For some reason that bothers me a bit too much. This is one thing I probably would do off camera, but I feel like this episode needs more content. Oh my god, this is a struggle though. I think I'm just gonna put it on the block that it's closest to. Oh my gosh. This is gonna really suck to put fences around this entire area now, I realized. I'm gonna go sleep in my bed. I don't know if I've died since the last... No, I haven't. I went to the nether between this cut and the last one, because it's already been a day since that last tiny clip, which is unfortunate. I already apologize for this episode being late, because they always are. It's because I have school and everything. Gladly, Christmas break is tomorrow. I don't know why I came over here. Oh yeah, sleep. Right. Losing my thoughts. Yeah, so I might be able to record more, or possibly less. I'm not quite sure. I would assume more, but then everyone's going to be home, so it'll be louder, so hopefully I can find some times where I'm able to. Let's continue with this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I've changed up this texture pack quite a bit. Well, you can obviously you can see that my, what's it called? My XP bar is purple, which is one of the simpler things. And then the cursor around the item I'm holding is bright pink. And the hearts are a little bit more pink. I was messing around with like the hearts and the armor, but I didn't really like what I was doing with them. So I just decided not to change very much. What else have I done? I can't think of it right now. I'm blanking out. Okay, so I did those. I think for the longest time I've had clear glass, but I haven't done it to the glass, or the colored glass, but I don't feel like I want to. I almost feel like changing the normal glass back, just because it will match. And I don't actually mind the glare on like this texture pack, but on default I don't like it at all. So I might switch that back. So I think I'd have to go download the texture pack, the regular version again. Okay, well we're almost done with this part. So hopefully we'll finish. Hopefully I can gather enough wood to make all the fences for this, because this seems like quite a bit. But it's not that much. The fences are a lot, but this isn't. Alright. The only reason I'm putting these down is to take them down later, but it'll just make it easier for me to do the fencing. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't even know if I've shown you that there's a flower forest, which is pretty close here. I think I might even run into it. And there's also the sunflower plains right here. And I like my farm also because it works really well at making the flowers for these. Like, I can get yellow dye and pink dye and magenta and I think one other one super fast. I thought I was done. I can get them super fast with that farm that I have. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna go back up there. Yeah, my farm works really fast at getting dyes because it's pretty much like if I just untill it, then it becomes a dye farm, and if I till it, then it can be a crops and stuff farm. This mountain's gonna make it a struggle, especially for fencing. Okay, so I only get up this far. This looks really cool though. We might have to do an adventuring episode, but I'm really waiting for Optifine to come out. I haven't checked in a while. But the last I saw it said 5% for 1.72, and right now it's 1.74. And they barely even got anywhere with the 1.72 because I think MC Patcher or something's taking forever. But alright, so now we have this laid out. I want to show you guys all the stuff that I've gotten. Oh yeah, and I planted that field. Little tiny, I think it's 12 nether warts. Let's see. I don't know if I've shown you these boots that got a really crappy enchantment. It's awful. That's one thing I don't like too much that they did, is when they made it so you can get unbreaking on everything. Because unbreaking's now like the highest possibility for most things. It's silly. Got a gold sword, some more saddles and stuff. just feel like reorganizing this. Alright. Got a bunch of random stuff in there. And all that crap. It's very random. I don't even know where to throw certain things. Alright. I don't really know much else to do in this episode. So I think I'm just going to end it here. Because I just really want to get this episode out because it's been over a week and I hate doing that. I always feel bad when I go a week over. But maybe I could start recording the next episode. I feel like I want to explore that stronghold on camera with you guys. And also, there's a temple that says it's in a mesa biome according to Mist, so I want to check that out with you guys too. So I'm probably going to have to go gather some obsidian first, and unless I have any. Oh, I have quite a bit, yeah. And that's enough for both portals that I'd be making. I'd only use 12, really. Because I like the 3x3 portals. So yeah, I guess I'll just end the episode here, and I'll get out of that chest. And I will see you guys in the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed, and leave a like if you did, and all that razzmatazz, share with your friends, do all the things. And I'll see you next time. So goodbye.